Stand clear of the closing doors, please. Of the closing doors, please.
It's alive!
Transfer is available.
The next and last stop is...
You're tuning in to the SubwayCreatures. You're tuning in to the
Thursday.
Don't
Tuesday.
do that
Nah,
to me.
we lit. Tuesday.
Don't do that to
it's
me.
It's the 28th.
You're scaring me.
Bro, it's the 28th and we're fucking lit, bro. I forgot if I told you that we're lit.
You scare me
Did
sometimes.
I tell you we're lit?
You scare me. So we're live.
Why?
We're live.
And we lit.
We lit and we're live.
Why are you scared? What did I miss?
Because I just said to Petey, I was like...
No, we hit. Come on.
I was talking about our how next week we have our live show at Brooklyn Bowl.
Fire.
And I got excited because Sung Beats, who does our open, that song... Yeah. So he's going to perform that live as our open for the show.
Great.
Fire.
And Petey was like, oh my God, that's fire, yo. Thursday's going to be lit. And I go, no. I go, what do you mean? I go, it's Tuesday, man.
Petey, you're the worst.
You know, with the T's and shit. Tonight, Tuesday, Thursday.
Tuesday,
You know what I'm
fuck
saying?
it.
Therapy. It's all
No,
the
what did
same.
we say?
Therapy.
What did we say for him?
Tonight,
We just have
Tuesday,
to
and
say
therapy.
we just have to say the day and he figures it out. Is that what
28th. The 28th. I know
He'll
whatever
figure it
day
out.
it was, I knew it was the 28th.
he said? We'll figure. Oh well, as long as you got that, I
28th.
guess.
Well, when we got
28th
here
at
today,
Brooklyn Bowl.
I was like, did anyone text Petey this week? And it got like quiet and everyone got nervous. I was
Yo,
like,
you know
well,
what's
he
crazy?
might not come.
I was literally like, so I stopped to get one of these guys. But I was like, I'm a minute or two. But then on the way, when you texted me, I was like, damn, I'm usually here early. It's like,
Yeah.
we
Well,
usually
only because
chill.
today we were supposed to go live at noon, but we had to push it a little bit. We got a whole new episode here for you. It is the Subway Creatures podcast. I'm your host, Rick McGuire, joined alongside, as always, well, I guess not as always, but with PDD.
Yep.
Joined
and Kim
along
Congdon.
sometimes with Petey.
Joined along very
was.
seldomly with PDD. Guys, Kim.
Yeah.
I heard you.
What?
I heard you had some news that you just found out about. Owen Hart dying?
Oh, fuck you. Okay.
From the Heart Foundation?
Owen Hart, man.
The wrestler?
The wrestler? Kim just found out he died.
Didn't he been done?
No, okay, you know what the
Yeah.
problem with that was? Is that I saw it this morning. It was trending on Twitter, and
Well, how is that? Oh, is it like
it's
the
the
anniversary
20-year
or something?
anniversary, but I
the
just
20-year anniversary.
Yeah, but I was
yeah.
but I just saw Owen Hart dead, WWE, and I know Lewis is a fan of wrestling, so I went, Owen Hart died, and he went, oh my God, Owen Hart died, and I was like, yeah, and I thought that I really
Put him on.
there's something
thought it
about
was
being a
breaking
comedian and tapping into someone's emotions, whether they're good or bad, that gets you like, yeah, I broke the news,
Right.
you know?
Well, there's also everyone always wants to be the first to tell someone.
Yes.
So like when something happens, you want to be like
When Michael
you want
Jackson
to be
died,
the first
I
to tell
tweeted it,
everybody.
I told everyone. Oh no, when Robin Williams died, I was a receptionist at a production company, and I literally sprinted to every executive's office and popped in. and was like, Robin Williams dead, gotta go. And I was like, going to the
got
next
people
one.
to tell.
Yeah, I was like, I gotta
Oh
go.
my God,
look
that's-
it up.
It's very true though. There's
but
something
I was like getting
about it.
off on telling people it's sick.
It is sick. I mean, it's sick when I remember the Sandy Hook thing died.
Yeah.
Or it died. It happened. And all those fucking poor kids died.
That
I
was
remember
like a bad
running
joke.
around, and it's not that I was excited about it, but I wanted to tell everybody.
Yeah.
And I remember running around the office just being like, you guys aren't going to believe this.
Because it's so shocking. It's such a different feeling.
It really is. Yeah.
It's like, whoa, you're gonna feel this crazy thing right now.
And that's kind of back. I don't want to say when school shootings were new, but it just wasn't an everyday thing yet. So now it's like you hear one and you're like,
I like
oh.
to act like I don't know. Every time, even if I know. I'll be like, what? They give you
You're
a
a
chance
fun-
to
you're
say,
a fun person.
You are. See that's awesome
that's
because
a good trait.
you're the person I want to find to tell that
because
news
I'm going to
to.
make you feel like.
because you're
yeah.
gonna make me feel awesome. Exactly.
But also the people that are also like right are cool
yeah.
too.
Yeah.
I also like complaining.
Even though
with
they don't
people.
give a shit.
I like complaining with people.
You know
like,
what the best shit is though? When somebody dies and it's like, say we like, and then everybody's like, yo, but what happened though? Then we start coming up with our own conclusions.
Yes.
Like,
Oh,
yo,
it turns
somebody
into
murdered
this
that
mystery
nigga,
dinner?
yo. Somebody had to murder him, yo.
Like
They
when
did it in the living room with a fork.
Was it an overdose? Nah, it was necrophiliacary, yo. He like to beat his dick and die, son.
Oh,
Get close
well,
to dying.
There's our title. Necrophiliacary. What do you call it?
Necrophiliacary.
Yeah, humans are weird.
Yeah, I'm crazy. We got another person to welcome back. Our producer Nate is finally fucking back.
Hi.
Where the
From-
fuck? London?
From London.
From
no,
down under.
I'm from fucking
From down
Australia.
under,
It
mate.
says London every time.
Same shit.
It's the
son.
same shit.
Hi,
to
everyone.
whatever
How are
it
you?
Nate,
is.
welcome back, dude.
What
Dude,
are you?
it's
Y'all like
good
the
to be
Bronx.
back.
Y'all Australia's
very
like the Bronx of Europe.
I'll take it.
How
If it-
long were you gone, Nate?
It was a month. It was a full month.
Holiday.
Oh my God, it was
It was
a long time, and shit was going down here too.
It
Shit
was?
was going down in Australia.
What happened in Australia?
Dude, there was a lot of shit that happened when Nate was there.
Uh-huh.
There was
What'd you do, Nate?
sandstorms. There was like shit going on with their currency.
It's true.
a bunch of girls got raped in podcast studios.
It was a busy time. What can I say? You have a lot of free time in Australia.
Actually, are sandstorms normal down there?
In certain places. Look, I mean, like, if you live in a city, it'd be crazy if it happened to like a major city. This happened in like Mildura, so like, who cares? I mean, that's the only way I can put it. It's like if something happened in
Africa.
yeah. I was like, what's a place America doesn't care about? Africa. Yeah, exactly.
That is
Detroit,
terrible.
no, Detroit.
I hope everyone
Detroit.
can read the sarcasm in what I just said.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope
For your
so.
sake.
Yeah.
For my own sake. Do you remember that girl that tweeted that? She was like being sarcastic, and she was like an intern somewhere, and she said, flying to Africa, hope I don't get AIDS. Just kidding, I'm white. Haha. Like, and she was being like sarcastic. Like, she was being
Yeah,
like,
but things
that's
probably
what-
got blown out of
Oh,
context.
dude. And then she
Yeah.
turned her phone off. And then when she turned it back on, it was like a million retweets. She had lost her job. There's no reason for her to be in Africa anymore because her work was done there. Like,
That's fucking
it
great.
was fucked up. So I am kidding.
Yeah.
And it's annoying that I have to tell you all that.
It's all
Yeah,
good.
if people don't know by now,
Fuck off.
yeah.
Yo, I was
exactly.
doing a bit last night about fucking about the hood, like when hood niggas get molested, nobody cares, and everybody got weird because I was like, yo, if a nigga like me is like, yo, the nigga touched me, nobody's gonna listen.
And all of a
But if
sudden,
I-
you saw people rustling in
Yo,
their seats.
dude,
and
that shit made me uncomfortable.
Yeah, I
They
hate
made
when
me
that
you hear people like,
uncomfortable.
oh my god, oh my god.
That used to happen with me.
Can't believe what he said.
But I was talking about real shit that happened,
I
and they were
know.
like, yo,
You got touched?
No, about like fucking these older rappers like Bambaataa.
Lil Wayne.
So the joke was about Bambaataa touching little boys and shit. And
Yeah.
like, but so there was a video of a dude that accused him who came out, but he looked like me, son. And it was like you never really see a real hood nigga like, yo, for real, son.
Yeah, touching
He
little boys.
the whole project's new, son. He tried that shit with Eric. Eric knocked him out, yo. You know Phil's brother.
Phil's brother.
Niggas was like Phil, and then you know the twins butted him, pistol whipped him. The
It's
whole
like the most
project's
gangster
new.
molestation
That's
story.
what I'm saying. That's why it never gets the news. It doesn't get legs like
I could
that.
see where the bit comes from. I could also see how it gets weird for a bunch of people because they're like sad.
Yeah, but I'm like, it's
I used to talk about how like my parents didn't let me watch like violent movies, but would fight in front of me, like physically fight in front of me, and people would get way too sad, so the bit would never get funny.
Which is
And
probably
I'm like,
100 times
that's-
worse.
right.
Yes, and that's
Yeah.
the funny part about it. It's like to
Right.
be like, you can't watch this fighting scene in a movie.
They just don't get us.
They don't.
They don't get us, y'all. They want some fucking Candyland bingo shit. We out here giving them the facts of life without fucking Trudy.
They want some fucking Candyland, skip your turn.
You know what I'm saying? They want
reverse
some
the
fucking
Uno.
yeah.
They want fucking.
Petey, I don't really understand what the fuck you're saying half the time, but it makes sense.
I understand
telling
like
you.
every
it makes
word.
fucking sense.
Yeah.
It's not about. It's about the feeling.
Yeah.
I'm saying you feel it.
Fuck a word.
Like we're dropping the facts, the Rudy Tooty, fresh and fruity kind of shit, and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck you just said, but that makes sense.
I love
Somehow-
your white version.
Because that's what it sounds. No, that's what I understand. That's what it sounds like
To
Yeah,
him.
to
man.
you.
Yeah,
yeah.
You
That's like the
said-
first
you
time-
said like Candyland ass, and he was like, "Yeah, Rudy Tooty, fresh and fruity."
And then he goes. At the end, he said, ugh.
Yeah, whatever. It sounds like it makes sense. I don't know. All I heard
Bro.
was you got diddled, and
Yo,
I don't know.
Fiddle
It's
the
parents'
diddles,
fault.
man. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like
Well-
sometimes when I be with like white crowd, when I go to certain crowds, white crowds, and I be like, my shit is like the first time you heard hip hop. It's like you vibe into it, but you gotta rewind it a couple
But you're
times
also
to
like, did
understand
he
it.
say
Like,
that?
did he say strudels?
Strudels.
Strudel noodles?
However, I do think you make words up half the time. So, you know,
Quite contrary.
I remember when I was younger, out loud in front of my parents, I didn't understand the lyrics, but there was a lyric to a song, and I sang it really loud, and I was like, "Why you keep saying no when your panty's so wet?"
What were
And
you
my
listening
parents
to?
both just looked at me, and I was
Yo,
like, "What?
Why were you guys listening to Luke though? Like with the
What
little-
is that? Why you keep saying no, but your panty's so wet?" What song is that?
I don't know.
Do you know that one?
No, but that shit sound hot though.
Why you keep saying no when your
Because
panties
that's a
so
good
wet?
question.
And that's
like,
a
yo,
and
how
that's
you
a real ass.
Yeah, how you moisture?
That's a real moment that happened.
How
It's
you
a
perceive-
T.I. song.
It's a T.I. song. Okay, still Florida.
Did you look
queen.
that up or did you know it?
I looked that up. I didn't know.
All right, Nate. Thank you for admitting that.
That'd have been
What's the
fire.
song called?
How your panties so
Why you wanna?
Why you wanna?
Why you saying no, but your panties so wet?
The funny thing about it, underneath that, there's an article from Healthline that says, "You're so wet down there. What does that mean?"
Yes, that means you get.
It means you're fucking young.
Yo, you ever check? Because dudes, you know how you ever get the little pre-cum stains on your boxer briefs,
Oh, yeah.
and then you do the
I'm
laundry.
so glad you didn't say boxers, because like
Nah,
the thought
boxers
of
is-
pre-cum on boxers is like, ugh.
That's a big donkey dick, and you got black boxes. But when you get them on
Don't
the,
touch me
Sorry.
while you're talking.
you know how when your shit get moist, because women too. That's why I'm saying like with dudes we get it too, and then you go to the laundry, you do your laundry if you pour, and then you fucking see the little cum stain on the shit. You like, what day was this, yo? You ever? It's like some of it's heavy. You like, damn, my dick was wet this day, son.
My dick was
shit
wet.
Oh,
because it's
my
all
God.
dried up evidence.
Oh, shit.
The grossest thing a dude could tell you when he's turned on is that he's wet.
Yo, you ever smell the
I've
crotch
literally had
part?
a dude tell me he was wet.
What?
I'm like, that's weird.
You ever smell the crotch part of the panty?
Yes.
No.
Yeah, Nate know
yes,
that.
Yes.
You
yes.
because it's so little.
Yes.
You
You're
see,
in
like,
bad
you go-
company.
you go-
You're in bad
No,
company.
no.
with Nate.
Literally, all of you have smelled the crotch of a panty.
That's the
including
before
myself.
I even got burnt.
It's a pastime for me. I love it.
I
It's
walked
a
in.
pop
I
star.
walked in. Lewis has sent me a picture when we first started dating, and we were still long distance, and I was still like shy in front of him.
He's like,
He
"Check
sent
this
me a
out."
picture of me. I left like dirty underwear at his house, and he sent me a picture with like it on his face, like where
Yes.
like the worst part was like on his nose and
yeah.
mouth, and he just sent me a picture of that,
Yeah.
and I was like,
Looking
"This
like
is
a Sub-Zero mask.
literally my worst nightmare happening to me in real time.
Chin
There's
out.
nothing I could do. He just owned them, and I knew
Yeah.
it was the worst thing to happen to me in my entire life.
Yeah. And then you guys got comfortable, and now he comes home and you
I'm
got your
wearing
legs
his.
up in front of the fucking AC unit, airing yourself out.
Did I ever tell you about that meme I found? That's so funny. The AC unit one. It's this girl.
no.
It's this like. It's like this girl that doesn't look very clean, and she's like, she's got.
Oh,
her,
yes,
She's
you
got her
did tell
ass
us
over
this.
the AC, and it says, "When your mama's coming home, and you got to get rid of the smell of weed." It made me laugh so fucking hard.
That's hilarious.
It made me laugh so fucking hard.
Actually, that just reminded me what we were talking about earlier before the show. The shirt that you made, which I thought was a great idea.
Thank you.
Can we show it?
I don't know.
I don't know if we can.
Nate,
You got merch? What you got?
Are
That's
we
a
allowed to
question
show
for you.
her shirt?
I think we should be fine.
We should.
I
be
think we
fine?
should be fine.
All right, show the people at home what the shirt is, and then for those listening, we're gonna have to explain
Oh,
it.
what you gonna get sued?
So
Why couldn't
guess
you show
whose
the shirt?
titties those are?
I don't know, but that shit's fire though. If I seen those walking down the street, I'd be like, wait. Yo, those shit's gonna move. You made that?
Yeah.
Yo, that shit is conceptually genius. I ain't even gonna lie. That shit is like, who the fuck? You thought of that? You was just like, yo, let me.
Well, okay, and I thought of it, and then
Wait. Let's tell the people what it is at home.
Okay, they're my boobs. that I took
It's a
picture
shirt.
of and
It's a
printed
shirt with
on
a picture of
so thank
Kim's
you.
boobs.
Fire.
Awesome idea.
And I made them, and then I made this website. I stopped doing it because I was too poor to produce
Plug
the
it.
shirts.
Plug it.
But I still
Oh, I
have the
thought that was a
copyright, so no one
new-new.
can steal it. I have the TM, bitch.
What is it?
I don't know.
Kim Congdon's titties
Well, I
TM?
made it was custom tit tees.
You were high. Like, I picture you smoking
Tit
mad
tees.
weed. Like, yo,
They're
I-
called tit tees.
You was like, yo, I got
That's
it.
funny.
Tit tees.
Titties.
Oh,
tees.
yeah.
That's
I know.
great.
I caught
Okay.
it.
And then I had the
Caught it the
option. You
first
could
time.
just buy
We got
mine,
it.
or you could send in a picture of your own boobs and have them printed onto the shirt.
That's fire. Why you didn't?
Yeah. Why?
I still have it. I
why'd
mean,
you
I
not
still
pursue this?
I still have it.
You got the
Still think I
website?
just don't- yeah, it's just like I could put up the link again.
I think you should.
I've like
do that.
saved it.
And
I
then
think
you
you
could
should
tell them
definitely
it's
do that.
anybody's. I'm on one of my shits, yo. I got like a little, like half an A cups.
What do you? I was gonna say. What do you like?
I got like a little baby training broad joints.
Yeah?
Yeah, I got like a heavy set 14-year-old shorty titties.
It might be weird if you do it though.
Nah, that should be fire, son. Got the little hairs. You know what I'm saying? I don't got a big. I got like a little island in the middle. You know the little.
Yeah. Little patch.
Yeah, a little patchwork.
Yeah, yeah.
Patchwork. That sounds like
That
a
shit
rapper.
fire though, B.
It's cool. It's cool, right?
Bro,
Yeah. You want
because
one?
I'm picturing hell yeah, but
Okay.
I'm picturing everybody rocking these shits.
Yeah.
Is that what you was thinking
Well,
when you
That's
made
what
it?
I was when I made them, I was like, I'm gonna be a millionaire in a week.
Hell yeah.
And then it didn't happen in a week.
It
and
is
then
one of
it's
those
like,
$1 million ideas, I feel like. But
it was like 3 years ago, and I had a lot less money, and I was going into debt for titty shirts.
Yo, now
And
but
it's
now you
just-
got better platforms too to fucking promote them. Those shits are fire.
I'm
yo.
bringing them back. It's summer. I've just busted them out.
I didn't even know they was your tits. I'll be honest with you.
I
just
didn't
saw
either.
tits. I was
So-
like, yo.
so-
And then we were letting you go off too.
Yeah,
like,
I
those
know.
titties, I will put my face in them.
Yeah.
I will take those titties. I will rip the nipples off
And then
and
when
wear
she
them
said-
as eyeballs.
Yo, when she said
those
it-
titties, I will fucking rape that bitch.
And then when you said it was your titties, I was like, oh, okay.
he was edging.
At first,
stand
I'm
by
like,
what you said, man.
At
Stand
first-
by what you
edging?
said.
Now, at first I was like, ooh, what the ooh, and she was like, yeah, they're my tits. I was like, I mean, you know,
That's cool.
cool
They're
concept.
Cool.
And then I go,
Great
"It's cool,
concept.
great concept, man.
And that is a
Great con-
professional
What are the
relationship.
what are the-
Everybody. I want everyone to note how professional
Yeah.
PD is. He's a pig.
What are the price?
Look how
What are the price
professional he
points
became.
here?
So
What are the
good.
price points here?
I think a good test will be because you did post that on social media. I'm dying to see if that gets taken down or not. Because that'll be a nice test on like how much people will actually be able to see that product out there.
Oh, I
and
mean,
if
it's
they
been
wanna
taken
wear 'em.
down before.
Oh, it already has.
Yeah, I
Tits.
posted
So
them
it's a
before
shame.
they get taken down.
Fuck, who cares?
But this time I put the caption saying that it was a man's
right.
titties. So maybe
That's what threw me off, I think, when I saw your picture and I had no idea those were yours.
when I came in, you got pervy too.
What did I
Remember?
say? What did I
came in,
say?
you were
Yeah,
like, you
pervis.
posted that shirt with those fucking humongo.
No, I call them fat tats.
Yeah, you said with the
Fat
fat tats.
tats. Yo, you
You're like,
got
I saw those fat tats on the T-shirt you had, and I was like, yeah, they were mine. And you did the same thing as Pete, and you went, oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
It's
I mean,
They're
yeah,
okay, I
they're
guess.
nice.
Yeah, they're cool. If
Congratulations
somebody
on
was
being
into
an
tits.
equal human as me.
Yeah, those were cool if you're into tits. I
Wow,
guess.
2019 really scared you both. Both of
actually,
women,
I'm
you
really
really
not a
did
fan.
it. The men are scared.
Yeah, man.
I ain't gonna
They're
lie.
officially respecting us.
Yo.
It's working. Look, it's working.
I was walking down the street
disgusting.
today. Yo, I'm so nice peripherally. When I look at the titties peripherally,
Oh, you just gotta wear sunglasses, man.
nah, my regular eyes. Yo, I see
he
them.
looks like he has an issue.
You think that you're fucking slick,
Son of
but you're
periphery.
not. You're fucking. Your head is like.
No,
your
'cause-
eyes are like
I
facing
know,
one
guys. Make
direction.
it so
You know what I
It's
do?
so fucking obvious.
You know, I
most
walk
of the time.
no, because I walk down the street. I look to the sky like something's like I'm like visionary type shit.
Yeah, and you,
and
you
then
probably look like
like
a
he's a
downy.
fucking alchemist.
and then every
Yeah.
now and again I look down and it's usually nipples or something. I'm like,
Dude, you're not slick.
Yeah.
You think you are.
You
You're
know
not
what the
slick.
problem with looking at
the
titties
sky and
is?
shit.
You can't look at the eyes at the same time,
I
so you don't know
don't.
that they're looking right back at
true.
you.
No, I do because I got a lazy eye. Sometimes
You
I
look
go,
at both. You have a lookout eye. That's how much of a pervert you are. You've trained your eye
swivel.
You've trained one eye to look out for the other eye, so you can stare at titties.
It's like my
And-
left eye goes for the nipple, my right eye's making eye contact.
is a warning. Your right eye is the man at the door watching. 2 knocks. It means she's looking.
God. Well, guys, I want to make one more announcement for this. The Blue Point
You're
show that
pregnant.
we're doing live. Did you say that last time? I think you said that the last
Pregnante.
time.
I'm a hack. Okay,
Yeah.
let's go.
We just want to get the word out there because this will air before our show. We are doing a live podcast at Brooklyn Bowl
Tuesday, 28th. of
May 28th. Petey, when is it?
I will be there on May 28th, the Brooklyn Bowl, Blue Point Brews, giving out beer all night. You know what I'm saying? We got my man that do the intro. He gonna be there. You know the track. Bing, bing, bong, be ding dong, be ding dong, be ding dong. Yo, we gonna have the xylophone there. The person that does the be ding dong, he's gonna be there. The
You know,
triangle.
The thing that's magical about PD is he might not show up to this, but he marketed it
So
so
let
well.
me tell you something.
Like,
Oh,
he
I'm
really
gonna be there,
cares.
and I'm gonna be there early. So if anybody wants to say what's up, you want to smoke me out, you want to
Yeah.
talk about your Subway experiences,
Yeah.
And
whatever
there's-
we want to hug, you want to chop it up, whatever you want to do.
Have you
it's
guys
all
ever been to Brooklyn Bowl
consensual.
before?
I've never been.
So we did
I've been.
So Nate, and Bobby did a walkthrough last week. This place I had never been there before.
It's got to
Is
be
it big?
huge though. It's a
Dude,
brewery, right?
It's not a brewery. It's Brooklyn Bowl. It's a bowling alley, but it's a concert venue.
Oh shit.
But it's actually attached to Brooklyn Brewery, but it's going to be Blue
Okay,
Point
yeah,
that is working with us. So
I'm sorry.
It's huge.
I'm confused because I've heard of places that are concert venues that are called like the Rose Bowl.
Right.
But
So
they're not bowling alleys.
No, this
They're
is
not-
actually, it's kind of funny.
Are they all bowling alleys? And
It
I never
is.
knew that.
No, but
Nah,
this
this
is
is
pretty
Brooklyn
funny
shit.
because
Okay.
it is a bowling alley while there's concerts going on.
Okay, so
But
technically it's also a bowl.
so the guy goes, so yeah, so you guys are doing a podcast, so we're gonna have to hold all bowling while you guys are doing that. And
Yes.
I'm like, well, yeah, obviously we can't have that background noise, but at the same time, I can just picture people like in the middle of bowling and be like, please stop bowling, and they shut the lanes down, and now these people are just pissed at us.
I'm sure they'll warn them.
It's
They have
Brooklyn.
to.
They
They
gonna
have
play
to.
bocce ball. If they don't got bowling, they do bocce
I
ball.
don't even know what bocce.
So
ball
come on out. $5 cover. You get free Blue Point beer with that $5 cover.
How much? $5?
$5. That's
And you
it.
drink all night?
No, you get 2 free beers.
Oh, two. My bad.
But all the money's going to charity. So it's going to be a great night. There's going to be live music before our show.
Awesome.
And then afterwards,
Is it the
they're going to
dude
have a
from the
DJ. There's going to be a bunch of different people. There's going to be a couple of buskers. There's going to be a DJ. There's going to be a live brass band. There's going to be a whole
L
bunch of-
Train Brass Band.
Yeah, you know them?
Yeah, I fucking
You know
they
them?
they
How the hell did you know
He
that?
knows everyone.
from the Queens Brewery. We did a show together.
Oh my God,
On
yes,
Mardi Gras.
that's
Yeah,
exactly
Mardi
who it
Gras.
is.
They
That's
were there
exactly
for Mardi
who it
Gras.
is.
I couldn't follow them. It was fucking terrible. You can't follow a fucking 40-piece brass band. I'm like, yo, hey guys, so comedy.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
They were like, fuck you.
Well-
and the brass band was there too. Like,
They're
What
they're
exactly-
leading right into us.
they're fucking dope.
They're leading right into us.
What exactly is a brass band?
Just all.
It's all instruments, like all
Oh.
brass instruments.
Oh,
So,
okay.
horns. A lot of horns.
Yeah, a lot of horns.
You should have done your comedy and had them come on stage and just done the music behind your shit. Like
I was
made it
drunk.
suspenseful.
I just thought, yo, this is a cool opening act.
This will get them going.
Well, we actually do have Subway news to talk about, believe it or not. Now that we've spent 20 minutes talking about just whatever.
Reconnecting.
Yeah, but that's fine. I know there are some people who listen to this podcast actually expecting to hear some Subway shit.
I opened up the chat, the live chat, and the first thing I saw is, damn, Kim is retarded.
That means that they love you.
It's making
That's
me
love.
laugh so hard I can't.
I was
Yeah.
at a bar yesterday in
I
the
like that.
afternoon bar time, and I seen the homie. He's like, "Yo, I didn't know you was on the Subway Creatures podcast. Yo, I listened to that shit. Yo, I heard that. I was like, yo, we got fans in the streets."
Why is it like I've never had
Kim, me and you both have never, and it's always the
Both
third.
Fre-
It's always
yeah.
the third person. Freddie and Petey both have been spotted in the
recognized,
public.
spotted?
Yeah.
But this is somebody I
I-
knew. It wasn't like a random. It was like just somebody that I knew, and I was like, he was like, "Yo, I was listening to this pod, and I didn't know you were on it. I already listened to it. I was
Still,
already listening
though,
to it."
I don't get that. I don't get that from even the people I know.
That's because you be in your bubble, man. You gotta go out, talk to the people, to the streets, man. You gotta go smell the fucking toxicity. You gotta smell it, man. Mutants is
Smell
out
the
there.
toxicity.
Yeah.
This New York, there's mutants. We live amongst mutants, man.
I hate that.
I was talking to a friend the other day, who then I found out her father works on the Long Island Railroad. I don't know if you guys have ever been on
Yeah.
the LIRR.
Mm-hmm.
And she was
It's like
saying,
the Metro North.
it's basically the same thing, yeah. And she was telling us how the people who clean. So if first of all, they never clean the seats. So if you're a girl and you're wearing like a skirt or whatever, she even said if you're wearing, whatever clothes you're wearing, just make sure to wash them because they never clean those seats. But let's say someone like pukes or, is drunk and pisses on them. What they do is they take the mops that they've been mopping the entire floors with and they just put them up on the seats and you're basically making the seats even dirtier than in the first place. And when I heard that, I was just like, oh my God. Like this
But you
is
know what's
something I
crazy?
gotta
Because
talk
they
about.
allow you to drink on those trains.
Yeah.
That's the crazy part too. Like
they
you
do.
can crack a beer late night,
I like that.
Yeah.
6-pack
Makes
with the
it worth it
homies
for
on
the
the
dirty
train.
seats.
Oh my God. So when you go home sometimes on like Fridays, because I've been on that train on like a Friday evening, the rush hour going home. There are guys that all are leaving work at the same time and they'll just like they'll meet up on like a certain car and they'll just have like a little happy hour party on the way home.
Yeah, I know. The place that I work at, one of the guys is like, I have a full-on relationship with the people I take the train with.
And
in the
that's
morning.
just
He's
where
like,
they know each other
Because
from.
the last 5 years,
Yeah.
we take the train together every morning. We like get food together before we have a conversation.
That's so funny because I know.
He's like, I've never seen them anywhere else. But the
Yes,
train.
how weird is that? I've seen that on the train and the Metro North, like you mentioned, and of course the Metro North is more of like the financial guys who are they're wearing those. Remember,
But
you
late
ever
night,
see
Friday nights, late night.
Well,
it's a
late
different
night's
story.
different. Late night's different. But those rush hour home, you got the guys in the button downs with the Patagonia vests over them.
Patagonies. You know the
You know that
Patagonies.
uniform that they all wear. All the finance guys.
They living on the Hudson somewhere. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. Connecticut.
Pig skills. Parsippany. You know
What
the
Parsippany? You're 2 episodes in a row with Parsippany.
because it's my new Schenectady.
Have
Yo.
you been to Parsippany?
No.
You
Yo.
just like the word. You just
North
like the name.
Schenectady. Dude, do you ever? So I was on a train the other day, and I was like, this shit is like so like even the subway is institutional. Like the smell of it,
Oh yeah.
the vibe of it. It's like prison. It's like very just prison like.
Yeah. It definitely is.
You ever been to jail?
No, but I feel like I like it a
Yo,
lot.
it's crazy because I would have thought somebody that I would have been like, yo, Kim's at least been to jail.
I've been in a holding cell.
That's close enough. That's good.
Yeah.
You know that smell?
Yeah.
That's like the train smell.
It's like old pennies. It smells like period.
And then, so like even when you like they wash it, that's like it makes total sense. Like that's
Yeah.
such
Yeah.
like that.
all they're doing is
institutional-
recycling the shit that's on the floor, on the seats. It's all going around to the same
It's
shit.
like how nice are you gonna be to 1 million people?
I watched a show on Netflix called Jailbirds, and like,
Some you were talking about that.
yeah,
Someone-
I really was like, this looks so fun.
Oh, Lewis was talking about
Like,
that.
just being in jail looked so fun to me that it started becoming like an issue in my head, and like maybe I'm supposed to be a criminal.
And then if you were in jail, like those shirts, you could make them, but you'd have to draw them.
See, what I did was
Outline.
I took this grapefruit,
Outline it.
squeezed out the beets. I put the beets on my titties, then I smashed my titties against my work suit.
And then I let it dry up in the sun.
And then I let it dry up. Now I sell my titties, custom jail tits.
Grape juice print.
Grape juice.
Grapefruit
print
juice
titties.
print.
That's actually also not a bad idea to have pomegranate juice titties, and then you wipe them on a shirt, and then you call it a vegan
Ooh.
tit shirt.
okay.
Thank you.
What is the chat
exactly
saying
what I
about
need
that
right
one?
What?
What's the chat saying about that one? That's interesting.
Yo, shout out to
That's
everybody.
Ah,
in
they
the
called me
chat, man.
retarded again.
Yo, I was talking about last night retarded. I'm like, dude, everybody say retarded, yo. Cause like somebody
It
when
came
you
back.
no, not really. So I heard somebody catch themselves say it was Shane. He was like, yo, you know the mentally challenged. I was like, dude, you know you want to say retarded, bro. What the fuck do you mean
Shane
mentally?
McGillis?
Yeah. Shane
Wait,
Gillis.
he actually held back?
Yeah, he said mentally challenged.
He doesn't seem like the type of person who holds back at all.
like retarded, son.
Wow.
Tartar sauce.
I don't never call mentally challenged people retarded. I like calling retarded people retarded.
It's the same thing with fag.
It's like when I call
It's like you're a fag. No, you're not gay. You're a fag.
yeah.
Yeah. I
You're
never-
straight fags.
You know what's funny?
Yeah,
I
exactly.
My
never,
mom says
Exactly
the
my
same
point.
thing about the N word, but it's
Oh,
a lot,
yeah, that doesn't work.
It's a
I
lot
don't-
different.
I don't think that works that way. Beloved.
Beloved, my beloved.
Yo, chill,
My beloved.
Come on, beloved.
Chill, beloved.
Good, beloved. Go, you gotta go there, beloved.
Your white version of beloved is hi dear.
Yeah, you can't say that.
Dear heart.
Neither one of you can say that. That's ours.
Sweetheart.
A dear.
That's all right. You can have it. We
Sweetheart.
don't want it.
Honey pie.
Yeah. Well, no,
Sugar
I
plum?
don't want that one.
Sugar plum.
So listen to this. So there was a guy accused of pleasuring himself on the subway. Fucking chick pulled out a knife and
Accused.
just shanked him.
Nice.
He wasn't even fucking. He said he was wearing a hoodie and he had both of his hands in his hoodie. So this woman was sitting across from him with her man and a baby in a stroller, and she yells over, "Stop touching yourself." And the guy didn't even know of like she was talking to him, and he's like, "What are you talking about? I'm just sitting here. Like, are you crazy?" It turned into an argument. She pulled out a fucking knife, stabbed him in the arm.
Nice.
He tried to run to the other train, and then the dude started chasing him.
Nice.
Dude, this guy had to run across tracks to go to other platform to get away from these
gangster,
people.
son. Fuck
That's-
out of here beating your dick, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think he was doing
yo, he
it.
was beat. You know what they call that in jail? They call that gunning.
She stabbed
When you
him.
but
She fucking shanked him.
because
yeah.
that's a technique when you put your remember when you used to put your arm in your shirt and one arm was inside and you used to do this one. It's like that, but with your dick, son. Niggas put one arm in there and then they just fucking beat.
Yeah,
because
because I guess if you pull the hoodie out far enough, you have the space
Yo, when you do
for
this right
jacking.
here-
Let's see.
Look.
see.
When you
Let's
do
both
this,
jack and see.
then he's acting like his hands is cold, so he put his other hand in here, like this, like so.
Oh, I see.
like so.
Oh, you hide it.
Cause he was sitting there on the shit where shit is like, yeah, what's up? Meanwhile, he's
No, this is obvious. You're still shaking the wrong hand. Stop moving the hand.
Oh, if people could only see this, make sure you watch the fucking YouTube version because this is fucking hilarious. This is so fucked up. Yeah, at that point, you don't even give a shit. At that point, you don't even care.
What? What do you mean? What do you mean I'm jerking off? I'm just sitting here.
Look, I found a way. Look how secretly I can jerk off.
Oh, and you got the hoodie too.
Ready?
I don't even got
Ready?
the hoodie pocket.
Ready?
Oh, no, wait.
That's crazy.
Wait, what do you
That's
I'm
crazy.
trying
If
to
you pull the hoodie out far enough.
Damn, yo. See, it's
Oh,
hard to do.
show him the hand under though,
It's hard to
because
do
you
it
can't
with
even
the
tell.
crew
Oh, there
neck.
it is. There
See?
it is.
I'm mad archaic, yo.
See, I can jerk off secretly.
Oh my god, I can't believe we just had a demonstration for that. That was very helpful though. That was really helpful.
Me?
What was that?
Both you guys, because that showed how someone can
Ow.
almost get away with it.
What'd I
Push
do?
myself back in.
You know how I know these niggas. These niggas are sick, son. What happened? Yo, a nigga tried to steal my mother laundry detergent. Remember I told you? and he what? Oh, I didn't know. What happened? You think it was taking my mother detergent, pouring it into his own shit?
I guess I'm not surprised, but the woman just walking around with a fucking shank in her pocket.
Yo, she got kids in tow.
I wanted to. Lewis made fun of me one time because I wanted someone to draw a picture of like a bunch of women in the street, like in high heels and stuff, and then show like all the secret weapons that they have, like a taser, and,
yeah.
like if you could see through all the stuff. And then Lewis is like, because I was like, in my head, it was like an empowering thing. Like, you have no idea how many weapons
Just
are
crazy.
around you at
Of
all
course.
times.
Of course.
And then Lewis is like, you want a poster of how scared women are? And I was like, oh, I guess you could see it that way.
Well, do you remember
too.
the guy? Remember the guy a couple weeks ago we had who was walking around with a fucking nunchucks,
Yeah,
a
in a
hatchet
bag.
in a bag. I mean,
He was just moving.
he was
all
just
that was.
coming from Home
He
Depot.
ain't have Uber money. How niggas gotta travel with they hatchets? What you gonna do? You ain't got a hockey bag. You gotta just use the bag. May 28th, Brooklyn Bowl. This just reminded me. May 28th,
Is it on a
Brooklyn
Tuesday or
Bowl.
Thursday?
It's on a motherfucking day that starts with a T and ends with a Y. Let me tell you that. You know what I'm saying? That's first of all. May 28th, you be there.
Tuesday.
$5 to get in. You get 2 Blue Point motherfucking. I don't know if it's a
You
I
get
love that
two
this-
for
but
Tuesday.
2 for Tuesday, right?
Two
But
for
hold
two.
on.
I like what you're doing here, Kim. I like that.
But here's what happened. So what we were just talking about, now I'm like, I got exclusive ass jokes that's like about what we're talking about that I'm going to brandish them on Tuesday. So you come out,
shit.
I'm going to hit you with all of the Subway joints. You know what I'm saying?
I
He's
like
gonna
that.
bring up molestation.
Well, not the molester.
Oh, okay.
Maybe. It depends on how the weather is.
Okay.
What do we
sometimes
need to?
it's-
What
gotta
kind
be
of weather do we
rainy.
have to have?
Because
Yeah.
if it's like warm, but like a crisp, like last night was like perfect weather. It's like a little chilly, but like warm.
Yeah,
like,
you can't talk about molestation when it's sticky out.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
too much.
Yeah. Or
Too
when
moist
it's raining.
out.
When it's raining, no, forget about
Oh,
it.
that's way too much. That's PTSD.
I wouldn't dare. I wouldn't dare. But May 28th.
I like
It's gonna be
that
fire.
this is ingrained in your head. This is nothing but a good thing. Somehow you'll manage
gonna
to
be
show up
fire.
last second.
No.
but-
I'm gonna be there early.
All right, good.
I want to see the bands, yo. This
Well,
is
doors
the
are at 6. Doors are at 6.
I'm there at 5.
Well, hopefully it's open, but yeah.
I'm gonna
good.
chill outside, smoke like 20 American spirits. Doesn't even matter to me.
Well, we will be in Williamsburg, so there'll be plenty of those all over the place.
That's what I smoke. That shit throw niggas off in the hood. They see you pull out a baby blue pack with an eagle on it. They like, what the fuck is that? Nah, I'm good.
Yeah, you look like a Newports guy.
I know. I sound like a Newport guy, but I
Yeah.
fool them. I misdirect them with the American spirits.
I gotta mention this one more time. Once again, I had the NYPD reach out. There was another assault on the train, and they want help. Guys, if we could pull up, the NYPD tweeted something the other day. It's some guy who got his fucking ass whooped on the train, and of course, the people doing the ass whooping filmed it, and this dude just gets fucking slapped
Yo, just
around,
if
man.
the hood is listening to this, I don't cooperate with no NYPD. You know what I'm saying? NYPD, shout out, but like I don't say nothing. I don't know nothing. That's
This
first.
is all
I'm in the
me.
middle of 2 completely different lifestyles here. It's wild.
Because you don't know
And
you
I'm
got
like very
listeners.
much like half one and half the other.
Bro, this Subway Creatures
Listen.
listeners don't ever think that the people not the streets listen.
Yeah.
This is like the voice of the streets podcast.
Listen, I don't have to worry about that because no one knows who I am.
They know
Clearly,
you.
they don't know who
Bro,
I am.
They know you, bro. They got the video. They see your face recognition. You didn't heard
Nah,
of it?
man. No one knows who I am.
You
They
never
know
heard
you.
of-
They
No,
know you.
They know us, man.
So it is important that you put that disclaimer out because they know you.
I don't know what the disclaimer was, but what are we looking
You
for?
put the disclaimer. Well, you put the disclaimer that
Can we
you're not
watch
involved with this.
The guy.
You're not involved with this.
There's a dude that gets beat up.
Oh yeah, what did it do?
you have it? Okay, they're gonna pull it up in a second.
Ow.
So
But,
he was just wilding. What was the context though? He was beating his dick.
That's the thing. I don't know. They
He was
just
like, let's assume he was beating his dick, and these
Oh,
niggas
shit.
caught him. Yo,
Oh,
you beat.
shit.
Yo,
Oh,
don't be
shit.
beating your dick with his babies and children around, yo. Babies
Oh,
around
this
here.
is sad.
Oh.
yeah. This is bad.
Yo,
I mean,
that
the guy's
nigga
not
got-
even defending himself.
Son, he has no
Oh,
defense.
this is really
he has
sad.
no defense. Come on, son, you gotta
Oh,
defend
at
it. B.
the same time, just cover your own head, bro.
Yeah, you wildin',
Oh
son.
man, he's already out. He's out. This is in
Damn, son.
UFC
Who keeps
fights.
hitting someone after they're out like that?
Well, that's in the UFC fights
Without
when like
the
the dude's
referees.
out.
That's like when
and
they
they just keep
practice.
pounding him in the face.
But that's
it's
when
like
they
that dude was
practice.
out.
That's when that's when you practice with no referees.
Oh, that's really sad.
It is sad, and obviously, you know, we wouldn't be posting that unless they were looking for the people who did it. So you know, we just wanted to.
Is that guy okay?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Okay.
Probably not.
Cool.
He probably missing all types of teeth. He probably don't
He's
even.
all sad. He's scared every time he
Yeah,
leaves.
you
I
know
feel
what?
bad.
You ever heard of a concussion?
Yeah.
He probably got like 5 of those.
Yeah, I
Multi-
mean
like
that's really bad. You could already see his face swelling up, and they weren't even done.
Yo, let me tell you something.
That's pretty bad.
One time I hit my head having sex against a wall that I didn't realize was behind me.
Oh, shit.
So hard I had to go to the hospital.
Are you sure it was a wall and not Lewis's
Elbow.
fist?
Elbow drop.
Well, it could have been a fist. Yeah. Now that I think about it.
Yo, it was a
But I
wall
literally had to go to
there.
the hospital. I had to take myself to the hospital.
wall.
And
Yo,
get my
one
head
day I
checked.
was fucking and
I tripped.
one day I was fucking and a doorknob hit me in the eye, yo, and I was like, yo, what the fuck? I didn't even know he was fucking by the door.
Yes, that's actually what happened.
Yo, that shit was crazy. But like, you know, that's what it's called defense, yo. You gotta have a good. See,
Yeah,
you
that guy didn't.
He didn't even in the beginning because he
That
started
was-
talking
that-
shit.
He was just.
He was like, "Is he mad?"
You
Because
have
that's
to
like
at least cover your head with your
Yeah.
hands.
that's like what them. Sometimes you see the Mexican boxes. That's what it reminded me of at first. Like the Mexican boxes be like, "Come on, let me show you this iron chin. Get it." And then it'd be like too much after like 8 punches. You'd be like, "All right, defense.
I feel
Do
like
this. Curl it up." Anybody out there listening, if you being attacked, curl the fuck up. Go do baby style, fetal style, baby. Fetal it up. Take them kicks. You might lose some ribs, but you keep your
Or-
teeth.
if not, like fight back as hard as you can for the moment because you're getting beat up either way. At least make a scene about it so
Yeah.
people will get involved.
Yeah.
Right.
If
I
like
just-
if I'm getting beat up by multiple people, I'm just gonna start swinging my arms everywhere.
you know
'cause
what?
They're gonna like just keep beating me up.
Right.
He was beating his dick though, I think. That's my narrative in my head. Because you know it's always like, what's the
That's what you're
context of
rolling
this
with?
beatdown?
That's bold.
Maybe, possibly, allegedly in my mind.
Allegedly.
In my
You gotta
mind.
throw those keywords in there.
Yeah, allegedly in my mind, he was out there just whacking it off, and dudes was like, "Yo, don't be whacking off on this fucking D train heading to 205th and Bedford Park, bruh."
Do you think that he didn't protect himself because he thought if he put his hands up, they'd hit harder?
I think
Maybe, but
Is that the
at the same
logic
time,
there?
they'll only hit his arms. I mean, you gotta. It's like a natural reaction usually to put your hands
It
up.
makes me feel like
that shit made me
only
think
the
of that.
strong survive type shit.
shit
like,
made
you
me
gotta
think
put your
of-
hands up.
Yeah.
That shit
At
made me
least.
think of that Jadakiss song, "Put Your Hands Up." Dude, fuck it, put your hands down. And it was like, boop, bit, bit. He put his hands down. He should put his hands up. Dan.
There's also a apparently a serial brake puller on the trains that keep delaying brake puller.
puller.
So a guy who keeps pulling the emergency brake on
Oh,
trains,
okay.
and the police are like really fucking fed up because he's. Imagine being on a train, you're going to work, and all of a sudden the train stops in the middle of a tunnel because someone keeps pulling the brakes, and they keep getting away with it. So there another one where they're like, "We need to find this guy because he is really fucking up."
Now
the
that
rush
guy
hour
we
commutes.
yeah, yo, I feel like his name is Eddie.
That guy should get
Dude that does that is an Eddie.
that guy should get his ass beat like the last guy got his ass beat.
Yes.
You're fucking up everyone's weeks.
There you go. Maybe that is the guy.
Yo,
Maybe.
imagine that
Maybe
shit.
that is the
Yo,
guy.
imagine we figured this shit out right here.
The fucking hood took it into their own hands. They didn't fucking need NYPD. They fucking took it into their own hands. Yo, look at PD's face. Yo, that's crazy.
That's a crazy narrative, yo. That's even ill. That's like some fucking Batman shit right there, yo.
Oh man,
Brake
that's fucking
puller.
awesome.
They caught the brake puller.
Oh, there we got a headline up
They got a
now.
break puller.
Do they have a picture or anything
for
of, like,
years?
what the guy-
Yo, that's why I thought this
for
was like.
several years.
I thought you meant
No.
like a few weeks.
I thought I meant a
This
couple
is a
weeks. I didn't know
lifestyle.
this was a fucking several years.
Holy shit.
How do you even know that it's the same guy at that point if you don't know who he is?
Yeah, they don't have a picture. They don't even have an identity. They have no idea.
Because everybody
no
gets
idea.
off the train. There's thousands, like, nah, man, hundreds of people on the train, every train. So he
Yeah.
could do it,
I guess I don't know. There's got to be some way to fucking
or she
find
could
him.
do it. It might be a she.
I like the narrative that we said.
that was fire.
That guy who got his ass handed to him is the brake puller.
And
Let's
now-
just go with that.
Yeah.
The hood took it into their own hands.
Mm-hmm.
All right, good.
Stop saying that, Rick.
Oh, the hood took it in
I
there.
can't say fucking hood now. Are you fucking serious?
Stop saying that, Rick. That's hilarious. Stop saying that, Rick.
Kim, I want to get into what pissed off who.
Okay, well, you know what? This is gonna be a double whammy because even me mentioning it is gonna piss off half the people off bat
That's
that don't
why we do
watch.
it.
And then the other half are gonna get pissed off just bringing it up again. But the final episode of Game of Thrones, bro.
Yep.
What the fuck?
What's your-
Now
what's
this
your
time
hot
I
take?
agree with the people that are pissed off.
Okay, so you didn't like it.
I don't agree with making a petition and changing art. Like, honestly, if you sign that petition, jump off of a cliff.
Mm-hmm.
That is crazy. Just
Right.
like who thinks does
And the
that?
petition was that
To-
people
to
wanted
refilm it.
They wanted to reshoot the final episode.
Yeah, and I hated the final episode.
Do they have to write it as well?
What?
Like, what happens when they reshoot it and they don't like it again? Do they file another petition?
I don't know.
Yo,
It was the last episode. What did you think, guys?
Well, I know PD, you don't watch, right?
yeah, I was gonna say, what if they just come back like, boom, you thought we was done, fooled you.
Well, it's Game of Thrones. They do that all the time.
Two more
anyway.
seasons.
That would be
Yeah.
nice.
I mean,
Two
I
more
don't think they're
seasons.
gonna come out. They'll do spin-offs, but they're not gonna do another season.
I don't. You know,
think
I
it's-
don't do sorcery.
That's what I said when I started the show.
I know.
Literally, that's
It
what I
just
said.
kinda-
I was like,
kinda-
I don't do
kinda
fantasy
hooks
shit.
you after a while.
It is like,
But you actually had a meme that went viral.
yeah.
So good for you.
Thank
because
you.
What are we looking at number-wise on this thing? And what was it?
What was it?
If
Well-
guys, if we could pull up Kim's tweet that went viral,
If you Google
Left.
it's a big
thumb.
deal for
Yo,
comedians.
her
Brienne
left
of
thumb.
Tarth Bombus Pussy, it'll come up.
What is it? What?
Brienne of Tarth Bombus Pussy. It's BRIENNE
Fire.
of TARTH.
Yo, you a creative genius, Kim.
Thank you.
For
You
real.
got Twitter?
Nah.
How are you a comedian and you don't have Twitter?
Cause nobody when
He's
I
one of
had
those,
it,
like-
no, but when I had it, nobody, and I just didn't have time because nobody fucked with it.
I know that is
It's really
true.
that shit was
So here
discouraging
we've got
for
the
me.
meme pulled
Oh,
up
there it
here.
is.
It's
Yeah.
at 53,000 retweets and 277,000 likes.
Nice.
You want to hear something great? I have a group chat going on with just people from Australia, and they shared it.
I like the
and
way
I
you
was
said
like, I
Australia.
know her.
That's hilarious.
I work with her.
That
That's so
and
funny.
I also when I was at my
You're international now,
jiu-jitsu
Kim.
class yesterday, this girl was like, "You posted that meme?" And then she showed me like all the group chats that she was in that were sharing it. A bunch of
Oh.
people, and there's like when people were retweeting it, it was like in Chinese and shit. Like it was crazy.
You went international.
Oh yeah,
Ash, B.
yeah, it was big.
There you
It
go.
was exciting. 12 million views.
That's awesome.
Listen, that's called the creative genius.
Did
Did
anything come of
nothing
it?
for
Did
me.
anything come of
I
this?
had a couple thousand followers.
Yo, but still,
I mean,
that's
But then I
creative.
You know
I
how
was
hard it
all-
is to get followers on Twitter?
No,
Couple
it's true.
thousand.
I was like lit in my own head, and I was like, I've raised my army by 2,000. And it was like this fucking game. It got real Game of
Damn,
Thronesy
you're
in my
in
own head, where
deep.
I was like, 2,000 becomes 4,000, 4,000
Yo.
becomes 16,000.
And then
Soon
you
I will
sell-
rule them all.
And then how many shirts you selling after that?
I mean, that is a time to capitalize.
Welcome to Kim's Landing.
You know what I'm saying?
It's the time to capitalize.
Get that busy bag.
You gotta
I
get-
should have put the shirts.
You
under
you
the
still
link.
can. They're still gonna fucking retweet that shit and like
yeah,
it.
that's true.
And then
I
where
mean,
that
it's still
came
going.
from,
It's
tell
not-
them, yo, Kim, tell them where that came from. There's a lot more from there where that came from.
I got titties forever. As long as I'm here, these titties exist.
Ain't no one hit wonder shit.
So you were upset about the ending of the show though.
Uh-huh.
Like you. So
Oh
you were,
yeah, yeah. I think it ended terribly. I think there could have been. I don't like that the thing that made the show good is people died that you loved, and none
And
of
weren't
that
expecting
happened
it, and weren't
after the fifth
expecting it either.
season. Yeah.
Yeah.
And none of that happened anymore. It just stopped happening. Like Arya is my favorite character. If she would have gotten her fucking head chopped off, it would have been great for me.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Like I don't care.
I
I
don't
just want to feel when I watch TV, and for
Right.
it to be like, a thing. It was just lazy writing.
Yeah, I don't think, especially Game of Thrones fans, I don't think they like happy endings. Like, it's just not expected.
It's not what the show is.
Yeah.
And it's like it was very obvious from the Great War that it was going to be really bad because that happened. And I was like, they should have had Ned Stark's body come up as a white. There were so many things to make people feel stuff.
But you're right. I think it was lazy.
It was lazy.
There were even a lot of plot lines that I feel like weren't even explained. Like, there was a lot of things you're just like, wait, what? What happened to this and that? And
Yo, the first thing is I'm like, yo, how these niggas live with dragons, B? Who does
see,
that,
as someone
son?
who doesn't watch the show, I can
Who
totally like. Obviously, you have the hardcore haters that you could see, like, oh my god, I'm just glad it's over. I don't have to fucking hear about it anymore. I don't blame them because it was on Monday and Tuesday of every week. It was all you fucking heard about.
Yeah.
So I don't really blame people for that. But then, you know, you have the other people who are just like shitting on it, putting it down. Use me as the button who I don't give a fuck or I don't watch it, you know? And it's like, it's almost like they're more annoying than anything. But, you know, I totally agree.
It's
I
very
don't
clear
know
that it was
the best
lazy.
ending.
The Starbucks cup, the water bottles. There was a part Liz tweeted about how Grey Worm was in one area and then beat Jon Snow to the Jon Snow left Grey Worm to go see Daenerys, and then Grey Worm was standing there when he got there. It was just like, why would no one catch that? Why would no one see that sequence of time doesn't make sense? The traveling stopped making sense. They started taking hours to get to another place instead of years for some reason. It was like
and going off of what you said, I think also when there's 8 seasons, what was the total? 8?
Yeah.
So when you have 6 seasons of these plot lines just drawn out.
Yeah.
And then the last 2 seasons, it's almost like bam, 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 bam. It's like, you just can't do that.
You can't close it
off. You can't snap your fingers and all of a sudden it's like in one episode or in 2 episodes, Daenerys goes from the good guy to the bad guy to we're going to kill her.
Can I tell you how I would have ended it?
Yeah, I think that's great. Yeah, let me hear this.
This is how I would have ended it. Remember the scene where Tyrion was looking for his brother and sister's body in the cave, and he sees his brother's gold hand.
Of course.
His brother got his hand chopped off, so he had a gold hand. His brother and sister died in this cave. I think when he lifted the rock to see the bodies, instead of being bodies, they're like the worst family, like the evil family. There shouldn't be any bodies there. It should have just been the gold hand. Like, they got
that
away.
Been good.
That would have been a moment where everybody would have been like, oh, but instead it was just a gold hand.
Right.
And then it should have shown, the next scene should have shown Cersei on her way to kill Daenerys, right? They should have had some sort of fucking duel where Cersei just fucking slits her throat. Daenerys dies, right?
Yep. I'm in
and
for
then
that.
They should have had it ending as if Cersei was on the Iron Throne. So now the evil lady is winning and everyone's upset. But then as they're closing it out, they should have shown Cersei's face in one of those cases that proves that it's really Arya pretending to be Cersei. So
I think a lot of people wanted.
Why wouldn't that be it? Why wouldn't it be
what's crazy,
something
Kim?
like that?
Yeah.
Because that's it for me. You just painted that picture. I'm like, that was fire.
Right?
I didn't even know what was going on. I'm like, yeah, I like this.
Yeah.
Because this girl, she can take anyone's face that's dead and become them.
Okay.
So then she could pretend that she's the evil person that took the one, but she's actually the good one.
See, that's
that
what I was
been a
actually.
good ending.
That's what I was actually thinking. Because remember how Jaime got stabbed by Euron?
Yeah.
And like he's like, I was the one who killed the Kingslayer. You know. So I was like, oh my god. So he died somewhere, and now the Jaime that's walking over to Cersei is gonna be fucking Arya wearing his face. Like I was like, oh, that would have been nice. Instead, bricks. Bricks. That's how the worst villain in television dies.
I know.
Bricks.
I know. It was really bad.
Y'all want to redo?
I'm not saying I want to redo. I don't say.
It
I'm
is
not
what
saying.
it is.
I'm just saying, you know, there was a lot of different routes they could have taken, and they chose the lazy one. So it is what it is. Okay, well, we got that out of the system. I'm glad we did, though. I felt like we kind of had to talk about that because we're big fans. I know Petey's not the biggest fan.
But she made it hot for whatever the narrative.
That's why I thought it was good. That's why I thought it was good. You know,
it was fire.
Thank
it
you.
definitely
HBO,
is.
if you're listening, get new writers, and I'm one of them.
Well, these guys were also
that'd be
halfway
crazy.
out the door going to Star Wars.
Imagine you
they're
get that
doing a
bag.
whole new trilogy.
But
So
the thing that's annoying about that is like Game of Thrones, people get so attached to the things in the past that they think are great. Like Game of Thrones could have ended as one of the best TV shows to ever be created ever in the history of TV shows, and it could have ended that way, but they they wanted to like be opportunist and go fucking start this project instead of just finishing this thing that they started.
Well, let's actually really quick. What, in your opinion, what was the best ending to a series in television?
Breaking Bad?
I was gonna say Breaking Bad's definitely up there.
Probably. I like a good twist.
Yeah, I do.
I don't even really remember the way Breaking Bad ended.
I mean, he was dying on the floor, and the camera just kind of zooms out.
Yeah, it was really good. It
that
was
was
just
really
all
good
for
wri-
nothing.
that
It
was
was this
really
guy.
good
Just Breaking Bad's such a good show. It's this nice family man who turns out it's just the healthcare system's fucked up, and he can't afford to take care of his
Right.
family and himself. And then he turns into this villain. And he dies anyways. It's great. It's great.
Great
TV
acting,
writing.
great writing, everything about that. Petey, what do you think?
Yo, honestly, B, my shit is like mashed potato brains, man. I don't really
The
remember.
best TV show ending.
I don't really remember.
too
the
high to
endings.
talk about
I be
this.
living my life, man. Just trying to do my day to day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I don't really. I don't know. I don't
You're not a big TV guy,
I'm
huh?
not a TV series. I've been
What about
watching-
you?
Fair enough.
Documentaries.
I honestly, I was gonna say Breaking Bad as well. I thought that was really, really good. It just kind of like everything was kind of.
Nate has one. I can see it in his
Nate,
eyes.
Nate's
He's dying
chomping at
to
the
get
bit
this-
in there.
It
Yeah.
pisses people off, but I really like the end of The Sopranos.
I've never seen
No,
it, but I've
I
heard.
don't.
No.
I was not a fan.
Did you hate it?
I didn't hate it, but I was just like, again, I felt like, because originally, so they interviewed David Chase,
Yeah.
the creator of the show, and he said originally Tony was gonna get lit up at the end, like he was gonna die, he was gonna get shot, but then he's like, no, we decided to go to black, and to me, that's just like one of those things, like, oh, let's leave it up to interpretation, but it's like. That's like one of those endings where all of a sudden you're like, they go back and they're like, everything was a dream. It's like
Yeah.
kind of a cop out. Like I was like, no, like fucking just decide on something and go with it. Like,
Right.
Is he gonna die? Is he gonna live happily ever after? Just going black, and the way it went black, I
Yeah.
was just like, oh, like I thought my cable shut off.
Yeah.
I didn't even fucking know.
They said that apparently, yeah, like HBO got a ton of calls, like immediately being like, "What the fuck just happened to The Sopranos? Why did it just cut off?" But it
Yeah.
was the end of the episode.
because there's also about 5 seconds of black before the credits start rolling.
Yeah.
So you don't even know right away that the show's over. But even when it is, I remember watching that with my friends, and it was like everyone was looking at each other like, what happened? That's it? That's the way it ends.
Yeah.
And
So
you like that one though?
I thought it was cool. I think I more like the way everyone responds to it. Like it's funny when you know it's coming.
Yeah.
Because that last scene is so
It is.
tense, and
It's
everyone's
very
watching it
tense.
and being like, "What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen?" And then it ends, and people are just like, "What?
Yeah,
what
that
what
is
the
true.
fuck?" I like how
do like that.
unsatisfying
I kind
it
of
is.
even like
Yeah.
that. Literally anything to feel.
Yeah.
That is,
Saying this,
that's
like,
what I was gonna
literally
say. Yeah.
any sort of emotion that's triggered is great for me. When I was watching season 7 of Game of Thrones, I was watching the last episode right before the big war started, before you had to wait a year for the fucking next season.
that was-
and my friend Eddie, this is when I was in LA, and my friend Eddie called me, and I'm like, hey, he's like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm about to watch the end of the last episode, and he's like, bro, because that episode is fucking. The last episode of season 7 is so fucking good. I mean, so fucking good. And I loved the writing. I loved everything about it. And he was like, it's so good. He was like, pause it. He's like, I'm right down the road. I'm going to come watch it with you. So I paused it. I like rolled a blunt. I set everything up. I was like already mostly through it, but I was towards the end, and he was like, the end's so good. I want to see your like I want to film your reaction. He also like is like a filmmaker. He wants to get like content all the time. And he was like, I want to film your reaction before you see it. He's like, hold on. Rolled a blunt, got some snacks out, made a whole thing, took the light out of the room, had it set up on the big screen TV, and we sat down and I played it. And it was black. And then we just lit the blunt, and then the credits just rolled up. I didn't realize that the last 15 minutes was just the credits, and I'd finished the episode.
Well, it's credits, and then they do that after where they interview the writers.
Yes.
I did the same
Yeah.
fucking shit. My girlfriend was making dinner, and she's like, come on, dinner's out there. I'm like, fuck, all right, I'll pause it. There's still 15 minutes left.
Yeah.
I went back in, and same exact thing
And you're
happened.
like,
The
it's
credits
done.
rolled, and I didn't realize they do that whole 10-minute segment at the end where the writers talk about
I made
the
like
episode.
the biggest deal about
Yeah.
like just setting it up. And,
Oh, my
and then
God.
His face, how hard he laughed when the credits just rolled up when he started filming.
I mean,
it
that
was perfect.
I mean, that would have been a great reaction alone.
Yeah.
Yo, I take that back. The Wire.
Oh, I was gonna bring up The Wire. I've
I
never
like when
seen
that
it.
kid shot Omar. That was cool. The
Yeah.
ending.
Well,
Yeah.
now
It was
I know.
Nobody could kill this
kidding.
dude. It was like
You
this-
ruined
oh, my
it.
bad.
No. How old is The Wire? Like
Like
40 years
That,
old.
20 years
that
old.
shit is one of the best shows
When the kid
ever.
came
I
in,
tried to
was
watch
like,
it, but it looked
"Bah!"
too old.
I love the way people got killed.
Now,
in
you know how
that.
many actors came out of that? Stringer Bell.
Yeah.
Dude, there's so many fucking actors in that. All right, enough TV. Let's get to the clip of the week here, guys.
Next up, Subway Creatures, clip of the week.
All right, guys. You know, we've talked about a bunch of times on this show teenagers on the trains and
worst.
how they're the worst. So that's kind of the lead-in for this clip. These kids take over a train, throw a party, start smoking blunts on the train.
Well, that's kind of fire, actually. I used to do that.
Well,
when I was a
check this
teenager.
out. Check this clip out and watch the ending. The ending's the best part of it.
Beloved.
Beloved. Is there volume? You guys turn the volume on?
Whoa.
They give some random passenger the blunt. They pass him the blunt and he just starts ripping
Yo,
it.
that's fucking fiery. That's big mood right. That's called big mood.
I love that video.
And you see the
my
salute
God.
at the end. He said, "Yo, thank you."
If I've learned anything from my last year and a half in New York is that is a
Bro.
very New York video.
It's so New York.
It's so
I think
New
that
York.
that's one of those points where that guy realized there was no getting out of this car.
Smoke
And
that
I am
blunt.
so high from the contact high anyway, I might as well fucking hit
that.
this blunt
Respect.
that's going around the car.
That's
Yeah.
a respect. That's like it because he know probably back in his day they had a peace pipe. You know what I'm saying? I mean peace, man. You hit that peace pipe. That's
Can
what
we
it
play
meant.
that one more time? Because the reveal is probably the best
I
part.
love that.
The
I'm gonna
reveal.
fucking
You're
read
not
it.
expecting that at all.
Yeah, hey, huh? I thought this dude was gonna fall, like the train was gonna stop.
That would have been good too.
Yeah, let me hit that Hashitashi, nigga.
Can I say that?
And he got his phone out. He was recording
Yeah,
it.
Can I say that I find this Asian man attractive?
Come on, that's sauce.
He's like very cute.
And then he goes, Haritashi.
Is he not like kind of hot? I wish I had another girl here to let me know. Is he not an attractive man, or am I just like?
You
No,
know
I
what
could-
it is?
I
I
could-
can understand.
I
what's
can
going on.
understand where
Okay,
you're going with
okay.
that. I
He's
can- I
like
can
very
see it.
good looking.
And then
Yeah.
it's what he's doing and the sauce
yes,
and the swag. He's
yes,
like,
it's all put
he's like-
together.
he was like,
yes, he smoked that blunt like he rolled. Look at him! Look at that!
His eyes are open.
He's
right there.
hot. His eyes are
she's
open.
it, she's it.
Oh shit!
Wow.
We're all going to hell.
Wow, I love him.
Yo, he's
No, because he's got the
vibing,
salt pepper thing going. You know,
Yeah,
he seems like a chill dude. I guess I could see where you're going
I'm
with
in.
that.
He's
I'm
chilling.
in. I like someone that shocks me. Like
He's
I
like
said,
the-
I like a good ending.
He's like the Asian. He's like the
I like a
Asian
good
Don
twist.
Cheadle, yo.
Yeah, right. All right, guys. Well, that's the clip of the week. It is now time for some shameless plugging. PD, why don't we start with you?
Yo, May 28th.
Yes.
You know where we at? Brooklyn Bowl, man. $5 to get in. You know, you get 2 Blue Point brews with that. You
Hell
get
yeah.
to see all kind of action, man. We got buskers, we got huskers, we got singers, we got the L Train brass band, we got Kim Congdon, we got my man R to the Izzy. You know what I'm saying? We just out here. You can catch me. I don't know. Every Wednesday at Better Days, I'm there. But 28th Tuesday.
Yeah, you are.
No, you listen. You stop fucking around, man. You
No, I
got
Tries to
other
be
memorize.
humble about his.
You
No, I
friends.
tell
got
me
tour
all the
dates.
time
I
that you're
got
going on
dates.
tour.
I
You're
am,
going on
I am.
fucking tour.
I am. Please stop yelling at me. I got mad tour dates. I'm gonna be in Arizona. I'm fucking
I
disorganized.
could see. You know what? I could see how stressed he gets trying to think of
Right?
story dates.
Right?
Because I'm like, yo, it's fucking on the 31st to the 12th. So it's just like Tucson. I ain't never been to no Tucson. They got cactuses. They got cactuses out there. We don't got cactuses in New York City.
Yeah, a
we got.
cactus is wild, bro.
You ever seen one in real life, just in
Yeah,
its
I live in
natural
California.
habitat?
Yeah.
I ain't never seen one
I remember
outside
the
of a
first time I
pot.
saw one 6 years ago. I was like, "What the fuck? Those are real?"
You seen
It's
them?
like when I saw a
Yeah.
snowflake for the first time a year
I
ago.
know. We heard that story. That was funny.
But the main shit is May 28th,
There
man.
you
That's
go,
what I'm
man.
talking about. Subway Creatures
Yep.
Pod live, baby.
Hell yeah.
There you go. Awesome plug. Kimmy, what do you got for us?
All right, yeah. Like PD said, 528 Blue Point Live. Come see us at the
Brooklyn
Brooklyn Bowl. and come out, get some free beer, watch a pod. It'll be really fun. I'll also be doing on June 4th. I will be at a place called Patrick's doing a comedy show. It's a Ronald McDonald's House charity show, so come out. It's for a good cause. There's going to be a lot of really funny comics on it. Dan Soder, me, Louis J. Gomez, Sal Volcano, Big J. Okerson, Aaron Berg, Sam Morrell.
Damn, it's a good lineup.
Yeah, so
crazy.
if
Hitters.
you like good comics, come out to that show. It's going to be great. I'll also be doing Skankfest on June 21st through 23rd. Come out and see that. I'm doing Stone Science live at Skankfest. I'm really excited. We're doing an entire science fair. If you come out to Skankfest, we're doing 2 science fairs. We're going to do hands-on projects. You're going to be able to win vape pens. It's going to be fucking sick.
You have a guest lined up for that?
Not yet.
Oh.
I mean, it's not really like guests. It's just a whole room where everyone can
because in
volunteer.
that show you have guests, right? That's why I was asking.
No. But
All
yeah,
right.
what we do is we just make it a science fair. That is
Nice.
essentially the show. It's like
Okay.
it's a whole hands-on.
That's even better.
It's a whole room where you can do a bunch of projects. It's gonna be
Get
fucking
everyone included.
sick.
I like
yeah.
that.
Yo, you know, it'd be ill if you had Bill Nye just pull up on
Yo,
you.
you have well, I guess
I
the
should hit up
stone
Bill
part.
Nye.
You can
I
get
guess
him. You
might
can
not,
get
but
him, yo.
Dude, he's not the guy I think people.
Oh, you know
think
who
he
else?
No.
is.
He's like Bob Saget in
He's
Full House.
yes,
yeah.
exactly.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
this nice guy who was on kids shows, but the real Bill Nye.
Smoke
Yeah.
big
Oh,
blunts.
he'll probably be all down for that.
Quasars. He's talking about quasars.
Yeah. So, yeah. Anyways, come out to all that shit. And hopefully Bill Nye will be there. And follow me on Twitter at Kimberly Congdon, on Instagram at Kim Congdon. Check out Stone Science, youtube.com/Stone Science, or on the Gas Digital Network, gasdigitalnetwork.com. Also, subscribe, rate, review Subway Creatures podcast. Please give us a good review. It takes just 5 seconds. It's a huge help. All the reviews really help. And then follow Broad Topic, my other podcast, TOPIX, on iTunes, Google Play, YouTube.
Wow,
Topics with an X.
killed it. You killed that. Check out the new Instagram page, Subway Creatures Pod. We always put up highlights from the show on there, as well as bonus content that you're not going to find on the other page. We're going to have plenty of content from this episode. I can tell you right now, because this was a great episode. You can also get a 14-day free trial using promo code SUBWAY on gasdigitalnetwork.com. As we say each week, that is you're going to get every podcast on the network in HD, commercial free, as well as bonus content, which we'll be shooting right after this. So that's all stuff you have to look forward to. Again, that's using promo code SUBWAY on gasdigitalnetwork.com. Thank you guys in the booth for another awesome episode. Thank you, Petey and Kim.
Thank you.
Bro.
That's it for this week, and hopefully we see everyone at Brooklyn Bowl. When, Petey?
May 28th, baby.
Tuesday or Thursday.
Doors at 6, man. I'm going to be there at 5. So if anybody's just in the neighborhood and, you know, you want to smoke one or you just want to talk about something, I'm going to be in the vicinity around 5:30.
Tuesday or Thursday.
Yo, listen, the day start with a T and with a Y.
But remember
It's
the thing we
after
said,
Monday.
2 beers.
Oh, yeah, 2 beers Tuesday.
Tuesday.
There you go. 2
lit.
for Tuesday.
Brooklyn Bowl.
All right. Thank you, guys. Until next week.